Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Simple English Chat. I'm Leo.
And I'm Mia. We're so happy you're here with us today on our YouTube channel.
That's right. Our goal, as always, is to help you learn and practice English in a very easy way. We use simple words, we speak clearly, and we explain everything step by step.
Because learning English doesn't have to be hard. It can be fun and useful for your everyday life.
Absolutely. And speaking of everyday life, today we have a really common and useful topic for you. Something many people do almost every day.
Yes, today we are going to talk about taking the bus.
Taking the bus. It sounds simple, right? But there are many words, phrases, and steps involved that can be helpful to know.
Exactly. So, let's start with the very basic question, Leo. What does taking the bus mean?
Good question, Mia. Taking the bus simply means to travel from one place to another using a public bus. A bus is a large vehicle, like a very big car, that carries many people. It follows a specific path, called a route, and stops at different places to pick up and drop off passengers.
So, it's a way to travel that you share with other people. It's not your own car, it's a public service.
Exactly. It's a very common way to get around in cities and towns all over the world. Many people use buses for work, for school, for shopping, or just to visit friends.
And it's often cheaper than a taxi or having your own car, right?
Much cheaper. And sometimes, it's even faster because buses often have their own special lanes on the road.
That's true. So, why is it important for English learners to know about taking the bus?
Well, if you travel to an English-speaking country, or even if you live in a place where English is spoken, you might need to use a bus. You'll need to ask for directions, understand schedules, buy tickets, and talk to the bus driver. Knowing these things in English makes your life much easier.
It gives you more freedom to move around and explore. You don't have to rely on other people to drive you everywhere.
Exactly. It's a big step towards being independent in an English-speaking environment.
Okay, so we know what taking the bus means and why it's important. Let's talk about how to take the bus. What's the first step, Leo?
The very first step is to find a bus stop. A bus stop is a special place on the side of the road where buses pick up and drop off passengers. You can usually recognize it by a sign. The sign often has a picture of a bus or the word bus stop.
Yes, and sometimes it's just a pole with a small sign. It's important to look for these signs. If you're not sure, you can always ask someone, "Excuse me, where is the nearest bus stop?"
That's a great phrase to remember. Where is the nearest bus stop? Very useful. Once you find the bus stop, what's next?
Next, you need to know which bus route you need. A route is the specific path the bus takes. Each bus route has a number, like bus number 10 or bus number 52. You need to know the number of the bus that goes to your destination.
And how do you find that information, Mia?
You can usually find this information in a few ways. Many bus stops have a schedule or a route map posted. A schedule tells you the times the bus will arrive. A route map shows you all the stops the bus makes.
Or, these days, you can often use your phone. There are many apps that can tell you which bus to take, what time it will arrive, and where the bus stops are. Just search for public transport app for your city.
Very true. So, you've found the bus stop and you know your bus number. What do you do when the bus comes?
When you see your bus approaching, you need to signal to the driver. This means you wave your hand, so the driver knows you want to get on. If you don't signal, the bus might not stop, especially if there's no one waiting to get off.
Yes, don't be shy. A simple wave is usually enough. Then, when the bus stops, you board the bus. This means you get on.
Most of the time, you board at the front door, near the driver. This is where you usually pay your fare.
The fare. What is the fare, Leo?
The fare is the money you pay for your bus ride. The cost can be different depending on where you are or how far you travel. You can often pay with cash, but sometimes you need exact change. Or, you might use a special bus pass or a travel card.
A bus pass or travel card is like a special card you put money on, and you just tap it when you get on the bus. It's very convenient because you don't need to carry change.
Exactly. So, you board the bus, you pay your fare, and then you find a seat. Or, if there are no seats, you stand and hold on to a handrail or a strap for balance.
It's polite to offer your seat to older people, pregnant women, or people with small children. This is called being courteous.
A very good point, Mia. Always be courteous. Now, how do you know when to get off the bus?
This is important. You need to know your destination. Your destination is the place you want to go. As the bus travels, the driver usually announces the next stop, or there might be a screen inside the bus showing the stops.
Or, again, your phone map can show you where you are on the route. When you see your stop coming up, you need to ring the bell.
Ring the bell. Yes, there are usually yellow or red buttons or pull cords along the windows or near the seats. You press the button or pull the cord to tell the driver you want to get off at the next stop.
You only need to ring it once. The driver will hear a sound, or a stop sign will light up at the front of the bus. Then, when the bus stops, you exit the bus. This means you get off.
Most buses have a middle or back door for exiting, but sometimes you exit from the front door. Just follow what other people do or look for the exit sign.
And that's it. You've successfully taken the bus.
Wow, we covered a lot of steps there. Let's quickly review the main actions. Find the bus stop. Know your bus route number. Signal to the bus driver. Board the bus. Pay your fare. Find a seat or stand. Ring the bell for your stop. Exit the bus.
Perfect summary, Mia. Now, let's talk about some common words and phrases that you might hear or use when taking the bus. We've already mentioned a few, but let's make a clear list.
Good idea. We already talked about bus stop. That's the place you wait.
And bus route, which is the path the bus takes, usually with a number like bus 12.
Schedule. This tells you the times the bus arrives and departs.
Fare, the money you pay for the ride.
Bus pass or travel card, a special card to pay for your ride.
Destination, the place you want to go.
Driver, the person who drives the bus.
Passenger, a person who rides on the bus.
To board, to get on the bus.
To exit, to get off the bus.
To signal, to wave your hand to the driver to stop the bus.
To ring the bell, to press the button to tell the driver you want to get off.
Exact change, the exact amount of money needed. Like if the fare is $2.50, you need exactly $2.50, not a $5 bill.
Very important. Sometimes drivers don't have change for large bills.
Okay, so those are key words. Now, let's think about some common phrases. What if you need to ask for help?
A very common phrase is, "Excuse me, does this bus go to place name?"
Or, which bus goes to the city center?
If you're not sure where your stop is, you can ask the driver, "Could you tell me when we get to place name?"
Or, is this the stop for place name?
If you need to know the fare, you can ask, "How much is the fare?"
Or, do you accept cash? Or, can I use a travel card?
If you're getting off, you might say, "Thank you, driver." It's always nice to be polite.
It definitely is. These phrases are very practical. Now, Leo, let's do some example conversations. This is where our listeners can really practice hearing and understanding these words and phrases in action.
Great idea, Mia. Let's imagine a few situations. Conversation 1. Asking for directions to a bus stop.
Playing the role of a person asking for help. Excuse me, I'm looking for the bus stop for bus number 15. Do you know where it is?
Playing the role of a helpful person? Yes, of course. Go straight ahead for about 2 minutes. You'll see a big supermarket on your right. The bus stop is just past the supermarket, on the same side of the road.
Thank you so much. Is it far?
No, not far at all. Maybe a 2-minute walk.
Okay, great. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. See, simple and clear.
Yes, very useful. Let's try another one. Conversation 2. asking the driver about the route and paying the fare.
Playing the role of a passenger getting on the bus. Good morning. Does this bus go to the museum?
Playing the role of the bus driver. Good morning. Yes, it does. The museum is about 5 stops from here.
Great. How much is the fare?
It's $2.50. Do you have exact change?
Yes, I do. Here you go. Hands over money.
Thank you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
That's a very common interaction. The driver might not always say good morning, but they will answer your questions.
Right. And it's important to have your money ready. Conversation 3. Asking about a stop and getting off the bus.
Playing the role of a passenger. Excuse me, driver. Could you tell me when we arrive at Central Park?
Playing the role of the bus driver. Sure. Central Park is the next stop.
Thank you. A few moments later, is this Central Park?
Yes, this is it. You can exit through the back door.
Okay, thank you very much. Rings the bell, then heads to the back door.
Perfect. And remember, you usually ring the bell before you ask, or as you realize your stop is coming up. The driver's answer just confirms it.
Exactly. The bell tells the driver to stop, and asking confirms you are at the right place. Conversation 4. A slightly more complex situation. Getting on the wrong bus.
Playing the role of a confused passenger. Excuse me, driver. I think I'm on the wrong bus. Does this bus go to the hospital?
Playing the role of the bus driver. No, this bus goes to the library. The bus for the hospital is bus number 7. You need to get off here and cross the street. The stop for bus number 7 is on the other side.
Oh, no? Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I'll get off here.
No problem. Be careful crossing the street.
Thank you. Exits the bus.
This shows that it's okay to make mistakes and ask for help. Bus drivers are used to people asking questions.
Absolutely. Don't be afraid to ask. It's better to ask than to get lost.
These conversations really help to put the words into context. I hope our listeners found them useful.
I think so too. We've covered a lot today about taking the bus. From finding the stop to exiting the bus.
Yes, and we kept our language simple, as always, for our Simple English chat audience.
That's our promise. Before we finish today, Mia, could you please go over some of the new words we covered and give a quick definition for each? This will be a great review for everyone.
Of course, Leo. I have my list ready. Here are some of the important words from today's chat about taking the bus. Bus stop. This is the specific place where you wait for the bus to pick you up or drop you off. It has a sign. Bus route. This is the path or way that a bus travels. Each route usually has a number. Schedule. This is a list that shows the times when the bus will arrive and leave. Fare. This is the money you pay to ride the bus. Bus pass/travel card. This is a special card you can use to pay for your bus rides instead of cash. You usually add money to it. Destination. This is the place where you want to go. It's your final stop. Driver. This is the person who operates or drives the bus. Passenger. This is a person who is riding on the bus. To board. This means to get on the bus. To exit. This means to get off the bus. To signal. This means to wave your hand to the bus driver to let them know you want them to stop and pick you up. To ring the bell. This means to press a button or pull a cord inside the bus to tell the driver you want to get off at the next stop. Exact change. This means having the precise amount of money needed for the fare, not more or less.
Wow, Mia, that's an excellent summary. Thank you so much. That will be super helpful for our viewers.
You're welcome. I hope everyone found it useful. Practice these words and phrases and don't be afraid to use them.
That's the best advice. Practice makes perfect, even with simple English.
So, that's all for today's episode of Simple English Chat. We hope you enjoyed learning about taking the bus.
Don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends who are learning English, and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss our next chat.
We love hearing from you, so please leave your comments below. Tell us if you take the bus often or if you have any questions about bus travel.
We read all your comments. From Mia and me, Leo, thank you for joining us.
See you next time on Simple English Chat.